Hi, I'm Nadia Freeman for Rockstone Sessions. We're outside this palace with the town of Saints. Hi guys, nice to have you here with Rockstone Sessions. Now, you're described as indie folk sensation with a punk punch. Do you think that's a fair description of your music?
That's exactly right. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. So that is in fact in your bio?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, I'm quoting verbatim. They're indie folk packing a punk punch. There you go. Now, you guys are described as a Finnish Dutch band. How did you guys meet?
Well, I met Harmen a few years ago in Austria at the mountains. We went to a songwriting workshop and then we started the band together. And I'm from Finland and the other guys are Dutch.
And how does it feel living in Holland with all these Dutchies?
I think it's cool. I like the Dutchies.
Now, you have a bit of a street music background. I think that's where you guys met originally. How does that shape your music? How does that influence how you write?
I think like what we do in the basis is still performing for the audience, like very close audience. Also, what we do on stage is like try to get in direct contact with an audience, and that's what we learned like on the street in the beginning. And I think that's still a lot in our performances as well.
So you're always trying to rouse the audience into action.
Right, yeah.
Now, back to the whole Finnish-Dutch thing. I'm going to be very stereotypical, but generally Finns, stereotypically speaking, are a bit more quiet, and Dutch, well, they have this reputation of being a bit more blunt and a bit more forward. How does that dynamic work in the band? Or is that just a lie?
I think it works fine, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was a bit of a culture shock for me to come here. But I like it now.
I hear you. I had the same coming from Britain. What do you think?
Well, yeah, especially when I'm in Finland sometimes and I try to talk to men, they don't talk back really. It's a big difference at least, but it works out. I think Heta's becoming more and more of a Dutchie, and I'm getting a bit of the calmness of the Finns sometimes.
So the cultural clash is working its magic. That's good to hear. Now, tell us about your album. I think you released it at the end of last year.
Yeah, it's called Something to Fight With. We released it on Snowstad Records, which is a really nice label from Utrecht.
Well, what about the kind of the underlying themes? What pins it together?
Well, I think I wrote it pretty much in a year, which was pretty turbulent. Is that also English? It's very good. Like you're somewhere in the end of your 20s and you're going somewhere but you have no idea where, and you see a lot of things around you on TV, on internet, and you know that all together brought up a lot of questions, and I think that's what 80% of the album is about. Like what the hell are we doing now and where are we going? So I think that's a big question that comes up a lot. So we weren't going to talk about philosophy, but this is the whole.
And did you answer that question with the album, writing the songs?
I don't really think there's an answer. It's just like asking questions and seeing what there is to it. And yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much what it's about and what it's gonna be about, I guess.
And talking about sort of reflecting on things, your latest single was, I think, Stand Up. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And you released the video about a week ago. Can you tell us a bit more about that song?
I kind of wrote it because a few of my friends are like, and including me as well, I'm my own friend, and I.
It's important to love yourself.
As you are, yeah, and but like suffered or had like a pretty bad like depression at one point, and I kind of wrote it to say, well, sometimes look at a different side in life. It's a pretty simple, straightforward song, just to like kick myself a little bit in the ass and say like get up and do something. Yeah, that's what why the album starts with it as well, and then after that come a lot of different questions. But it's just like you have to get up and do something, and then you can see the rest.
Yeah, you really hear that in the lyrics. It's really like, you know, you have a heavy heart, you have a heavy mind, but stand up and go for it. And I really like the video, so you better check it out. Now, what's next for you guys? What's coming up in the next few months?
We're going on tour, which is fun. We go in about a week. We go on tour in the Netherlands, and in the summer we play a lot of festivals around Europe and fun stuff.
And what about songwriting and future recordings? Have you got any plans, or are you going to tour on this album first?
Well, that's the plan. And in May we're going to do a tour in Germany as well, where we meet some old friends in Leipzig. And there's a great studio there where we recorded the live album last year or 2 years ago, and we're gonna record a few new tracks there that might end up on an EP or a new album. So there's some tracks that are slowly coming to the surface. So it's good. Yeah.
Very exciting. Well, Town of Saints, thank you so much for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you.